Hey guys, Bass Singer here. For those of you that don't know me, I'm a principal. Yeah, I know, I may not look like your idea of a principal, but I'm in Texas. Down here we all look like this. Not really. I'm actually one of the better looking ones. The reason I'm making this video today is I've been doing a lot of interviews this summer with people looking for teaching jobs, and we've had some great interviews, and we've had some not so great interviews. After doing a few, I thought I'd put together a little video with some tips from a principal to help some of you new, young, aspiring teachers have a successful interview and increase your chances of getting hired at a school. So let's start off with the resume. The resume is your chance to make a good first impression. We want to make sure you make a good first impression. Make sure you list everything on there. Make it look professional. For your personal email address, and this is serious, I'm actually going to slightly alter the names to protect the innocent. No, they're not innocent. They really did do this. Do not put an email address on your resume that says something like sexylinda@gmail.com or hotlipsharry@hotmail.com. Come on, guys. You can get a free email address. Let's make one professional and put that on the resume. If I see something like that, that's automatically going to make me question your judgment. Secondly, we want to make sure that on the resume, don't put on there references available upon request. We're going to request. Why are you making us do that? I don't care if the university is telling y'all to do that now. Put your references on there. Second tip, if you are a currently working teacher and you don't list your last principal as a reference, we're going to wonder why. Another red flag on the resume. If you've got no more than 1 year of experience at a different school the last 5 years, be prepared to answer some questions about that, because that is a red flag. We're going to want to know, why is it you don't stay anywhere more than 1 year? So those are some things to think about with regards to the resume. Secondly, guys, check your social media. We do background checks, not just the criminal background checks, but any principal worth their salt is going to do a quick and easy Facebook search. And if there are pictures of you on there that make me blush, we got a problem. So be careful what you post on there, or change your privacy settings, for crying out loud. You're a public figure when you're a teacher. Be careful with that stuff. Next, we're going to talk about the interview itself. When you come for the interview, dress appropriately, look professional. I think, who was it? My granddaddy, no, somebody important, look it up, once said, dress for the job you want. I don't remember who said it. Somebody did. You can Google it. So dress like a teacher. Let me give you an example. Yes, she looks like a teacher. That's appropriate. No, ma'am. That is not dressing appropriately for a teacher interview. Y'all see where I'm coming from? Dress for the job you want. When you come in here to interview with me, I'm not going to look like this. Y'all, I'm working through my vacation right now. School's closed. It's after hours. I can dress how I'm comfortable. When you come in for an interview, I'm not going to have the hat on. I'm not going to be wearing the shades. Probably going to have a tie on. I'm going to look more like a principal. So do me a favor. Look like a teacher. Thank you. Next, when you walk in, you want to look comforting, happy, like you want the job. Don't walk into an interview looking like you just sucked on a lemon. Now, maybe you like lemons. I don't know. That's okay. Wait till afterwards to eat the lemon. Come on here with a smile. Come on, practice. Show me your smile. Okay, let's go with a little less goofy. Close your mouth. Try again. Yeah, less psycho, more Mr. Rogers. There you go. Now you look like you're happy to be here and you like people. Somebody I might want to put in front of a bunch of children. So, now it's time for the interview. Have a seat. Keep that smile on your face. Be friendly. Ooh, you're cute. Lord, not that friendly. Don't flirt with me. That's not going to get you the job. I'm not looking for a date. I'm looking for a teacher. So just be normal friendly. Much better. So let's talk about the questions. Be ready to answer some questions about your subject matter. Know your stuff. Be ready for the big buzzwords popular in the education field nowadays. Differentiation. I know it's a big, scary sounding word. People outside of education don't quite have a grasp on what it means. If you don't, then your teacher preparation course has failed you. Let me help you. Differentiation simply means teaching to all the different levels of ability the students in the classroom have at any given point. I'll give you an analogy. That's a good way to go. Let's say you're teaching a dance class, and in that class, you got me, Elvis Presley, Michael Jackson, and Beyonce. Now, we've all got varying degrees of ability for dancing, and you got to teach all of us and help us grow in some way. Now, for me, that means you got to teach me simply not to injure myself or others in the process of attempting to dance. Now, Elvis, oh, he can pretty much just do hip gyrations. You might have to teach him the moonwalk. Now, Michael's got that down, but you might be able to teach him some more modern moves. And Beyonce, Lord, you're going to have trouble finding something to push that girl because she can dance, y'all. But somehow you have to figure out how to help all of us grow in the same time frame without leaving anybody behind. That's differentiation, pure and simple. Don't come in here and use my own analogy if you're interviewing with me. You can try and use it for somebody else. They might get a kick out of it. So know your subject matter. Be prepared for the buzzwords. Be prepared to talk about classroom management, parent involvement. How would you handle an irate parent? How do you handle the child that is disruptive, won't let you teach? How would you handle a child that's not disruptive, but they like to fly under the radar and you have trouble getting them motivated? How would you motivate somebody? What are your ideas to bring something new into the field of education? These are all questions you may get asked. Be ready for the old standbys like what is your greatest strength? What's your greatest weakness? And, oh, okay, this is a pet peeve. If I ask you what your weakness is or your area of needed growth, don't give me a strength disguised as a weakness. I'm not stupid. Nobody gets in this job being stupid. Don't say, oh, my greatest weakness is I just try too hard. Come on now, I'm going to call bull on you right there and say, come on. We all have something we need to work on. What's yours? Very simple. So if you can answer all the standard questions and talk about parent involvement, improving student success, you want to mention data. We all use data analysis. Talk about how you're going to integrate data. Talk about how you're going to integrate technology. These kids are different than we were, y'all. Yeah, we grew up with Pac-Man and Frogger. These kids get information thrown at them at speeds that were unheard of in our age. Technology is a good way to reach them. Be ready to talk about how are you with technology? What can you do to integrate technology in the classroom? These are all questions that having ready answers to will make you look more attractive as a teacher for a school. Be ready for them to ask you about committees, extracurricular activities. Would you like to coach something? You want to work with UIL, academics, dance team? Be ready for somebody to throw you a curveball. The dance team reminds me of that. I do that every now and then. If you come in here and you're looking just a little bit too confident, I'm going to throw a curveball and go off script just to kind of shake your resolve and see how you react to that. That actually works for me all but one time. I'm a teacher in here and she's giving all the right answers, doing a great job. And I'm thinking to myself, Lord, I got to shake this woman. Let's see how she reacts to a curveball. So I just looked at her and asked her, can you dance? Now, that was leading somewhere when I asked the question. I was going to lead up to, would you be interested in taking on the drill team? Because I need a drill team instructor. But without missing a beat, this girl says, do you mean appropriately? Which, that then threw me off my game. Lord, I was blushing and I didn't know how to continue with the interview. That was pretty quick thinking. So if you can be a quick thinker and make the person interview and you laugh, that's a good sign. Remember, this is a job all about people. You want to be able to get along with people. Share some stories. You don't have to stay on script. Talk about why you want to be a teacher in the first place. This is the hardest job that you will ever do in your life in today's day and age, and oftentimes it'll be very thankless. There's a reason that you want to do this. Maybe it's probably it's a teacher in your past that inspired you to do this. Tell that story. Make that connection. It'll give us a lot more insight into exactly why you want to do this. It takes a special kind of person, y'all. If you can show you're that kind of person and avoid the pitfalls I've already laid out for you in this video, you got a pretty good shot of getting hired. Good luck. Congratulations on embarking in this ridiculously difficult endeavor in a much needed profession in today's day and age. I wish you all the best. The kids need you. Thanks for joining us.